Hey everyone, this is my Patreon Prime reaction to the first episode of Hikaru no Go. Now, being a Patreon Prime reaction just means that it's a reaction series that was requested by a Patreon supporter at a high enough reward tier to do so. If you're interested in learning more about how that works, you can go to my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below. Now, this anime. I don't really know much about it aside from that it's got a main character named Hikaru, and he probably plays Go. That's really about my understanding of this anime. I do know that it has a pretty respectable score on MyAnimeLIst, and it's been something that's been on my radar for a while, but never actually went, into watching it because 75 episodes or whatever is a bit of a time commitment. So usually when that's the case, it's a little bit harder, to get into it. I'm sure a lot of you understand that. It's the main reason why I haven't watched all of Gintama. There's just a lot of episodes. But anyway, yeah, I don't really have much more to say on it before we get into it, so I guess we should just do that then. Before I do, though, I do need to tell you how I do things, because this is the first episode of a new series. I do not show the full anime footage and audio in the video itself for copyright reasons, so you'll want to grab your own copy of the anime and just kind of place it above my video up here if you can, and use the timer that's there as well as the subs below me to help sync it up. But if you're unable or don't want to do that, you can follow along well enough with just the subs that I do show you. But that is what you want to do to get the ideal experience. In any case, yeah, let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Senraikai. Then why was it chosen? But yeah, this is an older anime, so 4:3 aspect ratio. Just, it was really hard to find a download for this that was working, so I actually had to manually retime the subs a little bit to get it to work better. It's just, yeah. But it should be fun. So yeah, that wasn't much to go by, that little bit there at the beginning. But it seems like Hikaru, which I guess that is, he seems to be very interested in whoever that opponent was, his playing style. Don't lose the Go pieces. Never actually played Go before, so I'm not completely sure how to play it. I do know you place like the stones in the little intersections and try to capture your opponent's pieces. I think it's something like that. I don't think the pieces glow though. I think that's just an artistic liberty. Though I'm used to that sort of thing because I have watched the anime Saki, about Mahjong, where it's borderline magical, so it's fun. Eternal rival. I guess that's what the character he was talking about at the beginning is, basically a rival to him. Starting off on a nice rainy day. Hikari, is that the love interest? I know, right? You never listen to me. I'm sure it's fine. You worry too much. Well, that's unfortunate. So what are we looking for, like a Go set? Uh... Oh, damn. Wow. Yes, that makes it okay to do this. Perfect logic. Yeah, it looks like a Go board. Yes. Well... Wow, how many times you could ask that? Besides, if push comes to shove, you can just ask for forgiveness. Although the rain makes it a bit ominous. Yeah. Oh god, is that a bloodstain? that only he can see? Either that or she really does need glasses. But I guess it's only for his eyes. Is the board talking? Okay. Yeah, you're scaring her. No, I don't think that would be his voice. Oh. I thought she, like, fell down that. That's a little bit scary. But I guess it's a ghost spirit that will help him become the best. This is what happens when you try to mess with stuff that's not yours. I hope you learned your lesson, Hikaru. I saw a weird-looking ghost. Sigh. A ghost. Sounds about right. Definitely does look like he's from an older age. Oh, competition. A rival, if you will. Well, there probably is, but I guess it didn't end well for you. Yeah, that's not okay. So you lost because he's a dirty cheater. Wow, dude, you have no shame. Yeah, you tell him. So it's a wash, basically. Getting away with cheating. Yeah. I was about to say, does this one still make that big of a difference? But I guess if you're tilted from that, yeah, that would suck. Man, you got really screwed over there, didn't you? That really sucks. I definitely feel for you. Oh god, that escalated. Uh, so then your spirit inhabited the Go board. Hmm. Another child that you probably scared. I need an adult. Oninbo Shusaku. Yeah, that's a stain. Yes, I made that connection. I guess we're off to the hospital. So he still has regrets, basically. So they're gonna be partners going forward, I suppose. So he's in like 6th grade. Yeah, sounds about right. It was a long day yesterday. I met this ghost, I got a bunch of exposition and some sad backstory. It was horrible. Yeah, it was a little bit weird. Does he actually not remember that, or he's still just kind of coping with it? I mean, he'd be able to help with that, yeah. But just shush, nobody else can hear him. Calm down. Yes. She's like, what is wrong with you, man? No. Yeah, it's not that hard to remember. It's like one syllable. I think that will change based on the title of the anime. Oh, wow. He is straight up haunted. I guess he upset your stomach. You just... You'll play Go one way or the other. Okay, that's what happened. I know, right? I lose interest in games much sooner than that. Now your name's in the title, like we said. Okay, there we go. Wow, he looks so happy. Like it's the best day ever. Good for you, Sai. I mean, you borderline bullied him into this, but... Come on, Sai, help him. I'm sure he does. Yes, Tadakuni. Okay, but just... Yes, give us more answers. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Must be great to have a knowledgeable ghost to help you. Shush, shush, teacher, I'm trying to cheat. And there we go. I was waiting for her to walk through him. I know, right? How rude. I mean, some women are better than others. Not all of them would just rudely walk through a ghost. What is he, your pet now? Man, with that hat, he's like so tall. I guess you could say that. That's what's important. Yes, some games last forever, you know. Go is one of them. Mahjong, chess, you know. Well, I'm not surprised. Not exactly a young person's game, I would imagine. Did I say yip? Well, is that our opponent over there? What's his deal? He looks like an important character. Doesn't look that much older than our protagonist. Yes. Just please don't cheat. My ghost friend has some trauma about that. I'm curious what she's hiding, though. What? I have to pay? What is this nonsense? Wow, okay. I guess that's all it takes. Yeah, he doesn't look that much older than him, but... So yeah, Hikaru and... Okay. I mean, just, it's hard to say. Just say you're a beginner that has a bit of confidence in his ability. That's probably what I would say if I was in your shoes. I mean, same age doesn't mean same experience. Yeah, Akira's clearly pretty good. So is what she was trying to get at just the fact that he's really good and experienced, I guess? Probably doesn't feel like Hikaru has a chance. I guess... Yeah, I guess this is an emotional moment for him. Been a while since he's gotten to play Go. Just don't cry on the board, please. We don't need any more stains. Yes. Let's go play some Go. There we go. There we go. So is he just straight up gonna follow his instructions through all the games? Because I'm actually starting to get some real Yu-Gi-Oh vibes now. Admittedly, only Yu-Gi-Oh I watched was the terrible 4Kids version, but still. I wonder how this game will go. But if he has his help, I imagine he should do well. Possibly win, but maybe tie. It's hard to really predict, since I've literally never seen how these people play Go before, so it's hard to say. But, yes. It's almost like he has a guardian spirit helping him out. Yes, it's a very nice tree. Yes, because the person helping him is very old school. Because he has to get his next instruction. And, you know, count, I guess. I mean, it's not exactly the most exciting sport in the world to watch. Yeah, well, he's actually starting to get kind of tense, nervous. I think he's starting to really be concerned about losing now. But yeah, that's gonna be really, really disconcerting. Like, the person you're facing against clearly a noob, like in their attitude and everything, and then they're just suddenly doing like skilled moves that are very unexpected. That would probably really throw you off a bit on how to approach it. Yeah, I was actually about to say I don't know that much. When yeah, when you surround it, you take it. Yeah, I mean you're always gonna lose some pieces. I mean, yeah, because there's like nowhere for it to go. In other words, he's salty. Yeah, Akari's good, or Akira, whatever his name was. I didn't mean to call you Akari. I'm sorry. Huh. I mean, it's hard for me to read exactly the flow of the game, but probably. We'll see. It should be a fairly even game. Wow. Okay. Is testing me. Yeah, the subs aren't great, I know. So maybe it'll be less even than I thought. I guess he won. I mean, how exhausting could that be, especially when you're getting instructions from someone else? Sounds great. We should totally do that. I mean, it really does feel like cheating, but... I mean, about that, Akira might not be doing so well back there. Yeah, she didn't expect that. I don't think it was a handicap. I mean, I'm pretty sure he rejected that. Yes, he lost. He looks so upset. That probably doesn't make him feel any better. He's gonna want to talk to that kid again. I can guarantee it. He has no idea what happened there. Yes, he got to defeat a small child in a game. I'm sure he was really happy. Is that the episode? Yeah. You know, that actually was a pretty good first episode. I wasn't sure if how much I would like the first episode because it is a longer form show, like 75 episodes. On top of being an older anime, on top of being about a game I know next to nothing about. But considering all that, yeah, I was pretty thoroughly enjoying the first episode. The main protagonist is not annoying, which is a very good plus. Like, I'm so used to just younger kid protagonists in these shonen kind of anime just being very annoying, People like Asta from Black Clover, Naruto from Naruto. Those type of characters. I'm glad he's not like that. He's actually a pretty likable protagonist for the most part. I mean, it's only one episode. It's not a lot to go by as far as getting a feel for his character. But so far, I don't have a problem with him. And yeah, it does seem like Akira will be pretty important, relevant going forward, which I figured. Oh, some live action. Okay, cool. I mean, this segment doesn't seem to be subbed, but I mean, I can tell she's explaining the rules of shogi. Yeah, the two different colored pieces, and for each person, and just place them on the crosses on the board, and try to capture the opponent's pieces and stuff. Yes, you have to put it specifically on the crosses. So yeah, I don't really need subs for this segment. It's straightforward. She basically teaches them how to play shogi. Basically, all she said was there are two different, the two pots, whatever they were called, different colored stones, and you place them on the crosses. Which is the most basic you can get of explaining shogi. Yeah, I think Akira has a few words to say to you, Hikaru. Just a feeling I have. Okay, that was the first episode of Hikaru no Go. And like I said, I was pretty happy with the first episode. I liked it. We were introduced to our main character, Hikaru, who's actually not that big into Go just yet. Like I thought he might be, but no, he's not really. Not yet anyway. Although he did go to find, Ji-san's Go set, so clearly he had some interest there. I don't know, we didn't get much of an explanation about why he suddenly wanted to do that, but I guess, because he didn't seem that enthusiastic about Go later on in the episode, to me at least, so I don't know, it was a little bit weird. I guess he just wanted to get up to some mischief with his not girlfriend, his female friend who probably likes him. I mean, just that's usually how it goes in these kind of shows. Using Pokemon as an example of what I'm talking about. That's usually kind of how it goes. But I guess we'll see. We don't really know these characters enough to make any real assumptions in that regard. But yeah, he went up there, he found the board, and then the ghost started talking to him. The ghost we found out was named Sai, and he gave him his full-on backstory because he was able to see the stain, which I guess means he has the potential to be an amazing Go player. I guess that's the implication. Then Sai basically gives us his backstory about how he was a Go teacher for like an emperor or something, but there was another Go teacher that was competitive and challenged him to a match and then cheated at the match, screwed him over, ruined his reputation. It just caused him to just kill himself. That was a pretty tragic backstory. But it has a positive spin where he now gets to come back as a ghost, hang out with a small child, and defeat other small children and Go by using him to cheat, basically. So, that's interesting. But that's not the only form of cheating because he also helped him with his history test. So, clearly not too much of a goody two shoes protagonist, at least not yet. Maybe that'll be more. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say where he lies in that spectrum of good versus evil, but so far he seems to be pretty much in the middle. Uh, but yeah, we got to have one Go match in the show. Well, if you don't include the flashback, which I guess you probably should, but as far as modern day, we only got one Go match, which was Hikaru versus Akira, and that was pretty cool. I mean, like I said, Go is not the most exciting game in the world to really watch. I mean, I think that's the kind of sport that really lives or dies by the commentary that the people give. Like if you were like watching it as like a sporting event. But of course, in this kind of environment, there's not going to be any real commentary aside from just the internal thoughts of the players. So they didn't really do much to spice it up. Like with Saki, the Mahjong anime, sometimes they would have like visual metaphors and stuff like characters being underwater to represent how they feel like they're drowning, magical sparks and lightning. Like sometimes the show will do that to kind of make a game seem a bit more exciting. But we did not get much of that just yet. Maybe we will further, maybe we won't. Who knows? But yeah, Akira was facing off against this kid. He thought he was just like a complete newbie because he came across as one because he really is. But what Akira did not know and had no real way to know was that he had a guardian spirit sort of thing kind of helping him along, literally telling him what to do. Yeah, Akira was a little bit suspicious that something was wrong because of his like pauses, but there's no way he could figure out exactly what it was. So, but we are apparently going to go for like this junior tournament, which should be fun. Because I imagine he would win because we're talking about a Go teacher that's lived hundreds of years, well, existed in a ghosty form for hundreds of years, and he's given his assistance to this kid, so I don't see him losing the junior tournament or whatever, so I don't think we'll get into any real competition until later on in the series when he starts to face off against more like professionals and stuff, which I'm sure we'll get to eventually. But for now, he's just kind of proven himself to people because he doesn't really have a reputation as a Go player just yet. He's obviously well on his way to developing that because he defeated Akira. I don't know why I'm struggling with his name. Because he did that, he's definitely made a name. Well, maybe not made a name for himself just yet, but he's got people's attention. Like if he goes back to that same place, people are like, hey, that's a kid that defeated Akira. Like he's gonna build up something with the help of Sai. But yeah, that's pretty much the story goes. As far as characters go, I mean, I pretty much like all the main characters. Hikaru is a pretty cool kid. I have no real complaints about him. I mean, he didn't seem super cooperative at first. Sai had to kind of push him into it a little bit with his kind of unintentional, bullying, making him sick to his stomach when he didn't like what he heard. But, and Sai seems like a very complex character. He obviously has lived in a previous generation, so I imagine there'll be some fun scenes of him trying to get used to this new age, probably, because it's been like well, at least 100 years since he's been around. So yeah, that should be fun. And Hikaru, I think, was the name of the girl, so I do want to see more of her. We didn't get a lot of her, really, in this episode. Will she be like a Go player too, or will she just be kind of a support for our main character? That's something I'm curious about. And just, I definitely want to see more of, Akira as well. He seems like he could be pretty cool. It seems like he'll be like the main rival of our protagonist. He kind of came across as such in the episode. So I expect to see a lot more of him going forward. I wonder if he'll ever find out exactly about Sai. I wonder if that will be like a kept secret, or if he'll actually let some people that he's close to know eventually. So yeah, basically a lot of questions right now. But just, yeah, that lady just expected Hikaru to wipe the floor with this kid. Like, she was, like, trying to speak up, like, no, he's gonna destroy you, Hikaru, no, run away. And then, no, it was, like, the opposite. He just completely destroyed Akira, so that was pretty funny. Pretty big subversion of her expectations, which I'm sure was, yeah, that was pretty cool. I also loved how Akira slowly started to change his mindset to be like, yeah, I'm faced off against this newbie kid. I'll try not to beat him up too bad. And then it's like as the game progressed, he was like, okay, this is not what I expected. This is getting to actually be kind of difficult. Are you sure you're a beginner? I mean, this is not the you're not a beginner. What's going on here? I love that slow realization that something was wrong with Akira. I got a kick out of that too. And I also wasn't expecting the whole live action bit at the end where this lady's teaching a couple of kids how to play Go. I mean, that's cool and all, but, if it was actually subbed, but this one wasn't. But I don't know, maybe I just haven't got it set up right. Because the version I downloaded actually had the subs separately, so it's possible there was an extra sub file just for that segment, but I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah, just... it's cool. It's a cool anime. I like it so far. I can already see why it's as popular as it is. It definitely seems like a very well-made show. Very solid. And yeah, I'll definitely going to continue with it. So yeah, thank you for watching. And a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.